Welcome to the New England Grows Home Exhibit Table Overview. This video will show you all the exhibits that were present during the meeting. We do hope that you enjoy the comprehensive review of the tables. Please do enjoy the show.
What we're here to do is to describe and to have everyone understand what Technical's role is with home therapies, experience the difference, and TCUs. Technical role has expanded now that we have the additions of transitional care units. They're part of the clinic. So as the biomeds have their clinics they're also responsible for the equipment in the TCU, completing the setup of it, making sure the installations are fine. Also supplies. They're going to order supplies for the TCU so that we have them when new patients come in. Now with those supplies and with the TCUs for an area will be the center point for Experience the Difference, ETD. In other words, if a patient's going to try a next stage piece of equipment in a clinic, we'll bring it, we'll have it ready for them, we'll set it up, we'll bring the supplies over from the TCU. Once they're done, we bring it back so it's back in the TCU's inventory. We've further expanded home therapies because now that we have TCU, we're anticipating more patients going home than ever before. We've seen that, it's been a great trend and we're hoping it continues. So when the patients do go home, our biomed staff are responsible to do the installations. They do an assessment of the homes, decide whether a plumber needs to come in or not, or just do the plumbing ourselves. We'll bring the equipment over depending on the setup of the region or the area, if it's a clinic that gets new equipment sent to the patient's home, we'll set it up there. If it's a patient's home machine that we have in recirculation, we'll use it to train, then we bring it to them. Supplies are still delivered by Next Stage and by Fresenius. Once the patient's installed, that's not where Technical ends. We are backup support for the home nurses and for even Next Stage if there's a call that they need us to get in. Maybe there's a leak that one of our biomeds in the area. So what our goal is to get biomeds more involved with home therapies, really interface with them, give them another layer of security and another layer of safety and education that they can rely on.
Hi, I'm Amanda Christians, the Talent Acquisition Manager for the Northeast Group.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Marshall, the Wellbeing Strategist for Fresenius.
Thanks for having us, New England.
So we're just talking about some retention tools and resources. To start, we talk about optimal starts. I know in our region a lot of people are still confused about how patients should initiate on dialysis, things like that, so we're giving them information on that. We currently have an algorithm adoption contest in our area. It takes place up until June 30th, so this gives all of the staff information on how that rolls out. If there's 100% adoption rate, they are eligible to participate in a drawing for prizes. So that's really cool. We talk about how algorithm adoptions are rooted in evidence and how it will retain patients and also help new nurses sort of become experts in their craft. Additionally, this piece is talking about our PD predictive risk model. So most program managers receive this on a weekly basis. We should be discussing this weekly and in the QAI to look at our patients, our PD patients, to track and trend them the way we would track and trend anemia and other metrics. So along with this is a care map, which is highly underutilized. So depending on where those patients land on that report, then this is something you can use to say, okay, I want to engage the KCA, I want to pull out the Next Stage cycler, I want to start fistula planning because this patient may not be thriving on PD. So we'll discuss this. Rosie, I'll hand it over to you to talk about the other resources.
Thank you, Cherie. And here we have an interaction tool for PCTs on how they can help our home patients. It has many links and policies as far as how they can support patients the first 90 days, how they can support HHD patients, PD, nocturnal patients. And in this interactive tool, there's also the PD risk model that Cherie just shared. That's also embedded in here as well. So those PCTs also do get this report weekly. And we do go over algorithms as well. I think that the more the PCTs understand, the more they're able to help the entire home program. To get everyone in the region to get their patients while they're training to join, just to see, how's training going, if there's any additional support from the home side, and it gives them an opportunity to get to know other patients on the call as well.
And then one more thing, Tiffany, is our spinning wheel. So we've created a bunch of scenarios based on situations that have occurred in our region, and the participants will come up, spin the wheel. If they get an in-center to home therapy, then they can go right to home therapies with no barriers, no obstacles. If they get one of the scenarios, we'll pull out one of these things. We'll talk about a situation like, say if the patient wants to go to home therapies, the doctor's saying no, then we make them do hula hoops 50 times, jump rope 50 times, and run through these rings all within 30 to 45 seconds. So trying to have them sort of connect how difficult we sometimes make it for patients to go home, based on those situations. That's it.
Hi, I'm Renee Kerr. I am the New England Zone 2 Social Work Manager, and we have our social work table here. So we were really focusing on what the social work role is in home therapies. So we brought some handouts. We have the care partner agreements and for home hemo and PD. Basically to kind of give patients and their care partners an idea of what to expect, who's going to be doing what. Because a lot of times patients get home and then they think the care partner's going to do everything, and the care partner thinks they're just supporting the patient and the patient's doing everything. So kind of to set up those expectations. We also have the caregiver burnout questionnaire that kind of works with the care partners to make sure that they're getting their needs met, because if the care partner burns out, then a lot of times the patient does end up going in center. And then we have the home therapies non-adherence review worksheets, and then the social work role. So this is just in general like the social work role to kind of give patients and staff an idea of what our role is, because it really encompasses a lot of different things. So I'm going to pass it off to Diane.
So I'm Diane DeCosta, Senior Manager of Social Work Services. And the other side of what the social work managers do within the region is as a member of the tactical care team. They're going into the clinics, providing support with the nutrition managers and the quality managers to help with the quality metrics within the clinics. They move together and review all the data, determine strategies and other aspects to help work toward goals for the clinic in general. And they have a really strong focus as far as on fluid management, CVCs, transplant, and infection. So this is kind of their focus as far as focusing on areas of the clinic and where they kind of do their education around. So yeah, so this is the role of the social worker.
Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine, doing Schedule Y Survivor with Christina. My clinic's Peabody. Christina's Medford. We have this wonderful PowerPoint on all things schedule-wise. It has some resources and some other pages at the end of it. If you'd like to get a copy, we'll get in touch with me. We'll send it to you, email it off, or we can collaborate on Teams and do something in that fashion. But schedule-wise is awesome. We get a bunch of questions. Some nice bracelets, positivity, that's what we're all about.
Hi everyone, my name is Barbara Edgar. I'm one of the nutrition managers for the New England region, and I'm at the home therapies meeting today. Today we are showcasing our binder optimization program, which most of you hopefully are familiar with. What we have done here is we have shown how each IDT member has a part in the binder optimization program. So we specify what nurses, social workers, and dietitians do for the program. And for those of you that are not familiar with the program, the basis of the program is to eliminate calcium-based binders. So any patient that's on a calcium-based binder, we are trying to switch them to a non-calcium-based binder. And of course, at the focus there is keeping our phosphorus levels in range between 3 and 5.5. Also, we have the bone mineral metabolism report that has flag 1, flag 2, and flag 3. And those patients either are on a calcium-based binder or have an elevated phosphorus level. And again, our hope is to decrease the number of patients that are in these flags. Thank you, and if you have any information or questions, you can just email me.
Hi, so my name is Sibel Lee, and I'm the Clinical Quality Manager for Zone 3. And this is Rachel, she's another Clinical Quality Manager. And basically, resuming everything that we do is our focus is quality. In between, culture of safety, clinical support, quality improvement, and, involving the whole team to focus on training and developing the team. We're composed of a social worker, dietitian, and a nurse. We're both nurses. And, that's the technical care team, and we're, to basically help clinics develop processes. If you have any questions on algorithms and anything related to quality, that's what we're here for. So we're like the equipped gurus, or we should be. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We have Corey Turner as the other Clinical Quality Manager for New England, and also our lovely Master Senior Quality Person, Lynn Tione. So thank you. Please reach out if you have any questions. And this is Crystal. Crystal, she's the home guru. So send us an email or any questions.
Going to send the patient home. Everybody's a winner. Nobody loses. What you're going to do, you're going to come right up here. You're going to take a conversation piece. You're going to take this conversation to your patient. You're going to throw it. If you hit the patient, conversation comes out. Oh God, I'm doomed now. All right, let's do it this way. Perfect. So now you're going to have a conversation, Tiffany. Any patient, let's have the conversation. Let's go home. Oh, they didn't want to hear you. You want to go again? Step a little closer. You're way too far back. Oh, you had a couple conversations. They just don't want to hear it from you. All right, the only reason, perfect. The only reason let you go. All right, let's see what happened. All right, you had the conversation with the patient. Let's see what ended up. Oh, no, I don't like this one. Patient's MD doesn't think they should go home. Oh, we're going to have to work on that one. But you know what? You win a prize anyway, because there is a winner every time, folks. Winner every time. Great glasses.
So hi, I'm Dean Elabor with Fresenius RX, and I'm here with
Joan. I'm the Medication Management Associate for the Northeast Operating Group.
Awesome. So with the pharmacy, we're here today. We have a couple of flyers and documents for refills on how to refill patients, enroll patients. We have stuff on our binders, medications, questions and answers. We have patient education. We have things like little door tags for refill reminders. So we're just here with a lot of really valuable documents, flyers, and so on. And we're here answering questions and just trying to be as helpful as possible, to everyone who comes by our table. Joan, you want to add?
I am just here to introduce myself and to let people know that I am the one calling the patients for their binder refills or consents to ship. So, thank you for watching.
Hi everybody out there, and welcome to the education table. We've had a great time today at this event. Missed you all. A couple of things that we have going on our table today. We're talking about the Progressive Renal Education Program, the PREP. We have the binders and the schedule and the way that we would like to welcome students to Fresenius and to all of the new experiences that they're going to have here. Going to pass the baton, if you will, to my Providence colleague, Julie.
Hi everybody, wish you were here, glad you're safe at home. We have some of our training materials that we use to support our new hires. We have the latest edition of the core curriculum for the dialysis technician, and we have prep binders with weekly schedules that help keep our new hires on target, doing the right tasks at the right time to learn in the most cohesive way possible. Their preceptors fill these out weekly in the clinic. And here is Brittany with the beautiful poster that she made with a new ask from us in education.
Hi, I'm Brittany Cronin. I'm one of the educators for New Hampshire, and my co-educator is Amanda Moore. Together, we made this poster, and it is the goal for us to help the managers tie in the education schedule with the on-the-floor schedule with their preceptors so that they have an idea of what their first 4 weeks is going to look like on the floor and their training. A lot of our employees start day one, they want to know what their schedule is like, and we can only provide them with the education side of things. So it helps ease a lot of anxiety and helps retain employees when they know what their week is going to look like. And moving on to Beth.
You have to hold that.
Okay.
I only have two hands.
Okay.
So this is the Beam ultrasound, B-I-I-M ultrasound. This is coming around to the local clinics, and you can see on the ultrasound you have the small handheld device, and you can put this on the blood vessels and you get a picture here. And so I have one tiny little blood vessel that isn't a fistula, and I have it frozen, so I can take a measurement. I can hit measure, I can hit line, and I can hit a dot, and it'll tell me how big that vessel is in diameter. And you can actually do a cross section. That's a cross section. You can also do the longitudinal, if I can go back, unfreeze. And so now if I go like this, now I can find, maybe I have a blood vessel right there. And so you can get the longitudinal section of the fistula, and you can take measurements of how deep that fistula is. It's hard to do single-handed. Right. Okay, so I have a blood vessel right here, and so if I do a measurement, I hit measure, I hit line. Here's the skin, you hit a dot up at the top. Oops, dot up the top, and a dot in the middle of the vessel. Where'd it go? Line, dot, dot, and it tells you how deep the fistula is. So this is going to be utilized for new hires learning how to cannulate. This is going to be utilized for patients who have a new access that was just created, how a fistula develops, how big it is, because we all know that it has to be 6 millimeters in diameter before we can cannulate. How do we know it's 6 millimeters? I don't have x-ray vision. Now you do. So this will be the best thing for everybody. Make sure that when you get it in your Sims project, you jump with joy that you are next on the list, because everybody wants this.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany Clymer. I just wanted to talk you through the exhibit that I have today at the regional meeting. So you can see this poster here. It kind of spotlights some of the most important applications that I have found to be very effective in my career in Fresenius while I'm not always in the office. So just some highlights here, making sure you have Outlook, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft OneNote, the OneDrive, Excel, but then additionally here we also have Microsoft Planner, the Okta, First Up, Global Protect. These are just a couple different applications that you can put on either your Fresenius device or your personal device, and that will allow you to be able to access your computer files or potentially notes or whatever you're looking for from any device in any location. I hope this was helpful. I hope you've had a great day today. Thank you for your attendance. Have a good day.
Hey, good afternoon everyone. My name is Dean Chen, Vice President for the Kidney Care Advocates. So today I'm at the New England, Regional Home Therapies event. Very excited, to be here with everyone. We are actually featuring, a virtual reality headset, which we are actually piloting in the New England area. this is the first of its kind to show a patient, what it really meant to be in a home dialysis environment. Through the virtual reality headset, the patient can actually see another patient narrating about home hemo and why home hemo actually works for this patient. Using the virtual reality headset, our patient can actually see the environment in which our patients are experiencing at home, right? That gives them the confidence that, hey, we all can do this together. I think with this headset and with the continued innovations from the Fresenius world, I think we will be, bring this headset to the rest of the country, hopefully really, really soon. But thank you, New England team, for allowing me to feature this particular VR headset here in the New England Home Therapies program.
Thank you for coming to the New England Growth Home Meeting. We have here at the next stage table a setup with the bags, and then we also have our Liberty Cycler at the table beside us. We've got lots of literature here that we can offer to the staff for resources.
So the second half of our booth display is talking about peritoneal dialysis. Over here we have Liberty Cycler, which is right here for a lot of our patients. One of the big things we're emphasizing for this meeting is the utilization of CAPD. We want to make sure that the patients that would benefit on a CAPD regimen, make sure that that's available to them. If they're a low perm membrane, we're seeing increased clearances by utilizing that. Not everybody does well having it tied to a machine at night, and we're finding that for incremental PD and such, that CAPD works really well for those patients. And it kind of blends in with the education we get from transitional care. So that's kind of what we're looking at today: home hemodialysis, leading with PD dialysis, and making sure that those PD patients that are failing get offered HHD. So we think it's been a very successful day, and we're looking forward to partnering with our team.
Hi, I'm Jackie Custer, and I'm with the PCT Council of New England. And this is all of our council members in their corresponding regions. We're a voice for empowerment and collaboration for all of our PCTs, and we create a two-way communication between PCTs and senior leadership. And right now we're working on a survey to help retain staff and promote better efficacy with virtual learnings and LMS. Our past survey, we worked with policy and procedures champions, ScheduleWise, and home champions to attain better results and identify trends for success. And we have candy.